Right, guys, it's the Friday before the Friday that Euro 2020, 2021, whatever you want to call it, starts with Turkey versus Italy being the opening game next Friday. And today I wanted to discuss who I think will win the tournament, basically. So, I've basically done out my scorecard, if you like, of how I think it's going to go. So with Group A, I think Italy, Turkey will make it through, Switzerland, Wales being eliminated. And then in Group B, I've gone with Belgium, Denmark, and Russia being one of the third place teams um, going through, and Finland getting eliminated, so the first three going through. And then in Group C, I've gone with Netherlands, Austria and Ukraine going through, with North Macedonia being eliminated. And in Group D, I've gone with just England and Croatia going through, meaning that Scotland and the Czech Republic are eliminated. In Group E, I've gone with Spain, Poland, and Sweden all going through, and Slovakia being eliminated. So what I've done with all of this is I've written the scores to every single game and worked out how many points they get, because that's how the third place team gets decided whether they go through or not, basically. And in the final group, Group F, the group of death, most people have called it, I've gone with France, Portugal, and Germany all to get through. France winning the group and Hungary to get eliminated. So in the last 16, that leaves Turkey versus Denmark, which I have gone for Denmark to win. Italy v Austria, I've gone with Italy. Netherlands versus Sweden, I've gone with the Netherlands. Belgium versus Germany, I've gone with Belgium. And my thinking behind that is I'm a bit worried about Germany's, like, I don't see someone in that team that's like can take the game by the scruff of the neck. Like Thomas Müller, he's a very good player. He's back in the Germany team. There's Tony Kroos, but Tony Kroos might not even play because their midfield is they've got a Bayern Munich based midfield of Kimmich, Goretzka, and probably Gundogan to go with it. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Germany do. I've gone with Belgium because I think it's a bit of a now or never situation with Belgium, because obviously they've had that golden generation, but they're yet to really. Well, they haven't got to a final, is what I'm getting at, I guess. They got to the semi-final at the World Cup. Did they get? I think they got to the quarter-final at Euro 2016. Who did they lose to? Can't remember who they lost to at Euro 2016. And in the 2014 World Cup, got knocked out by. Can't think of it. My memory didn't go back that far. But anyway, so I've gone with Belgium to go through, basically. And then Croatia v Poland, I've gone with Croatia. For Poland, I don't really see too much else other than Lewandowski, so that's pretty much what I for that one. France v Russia, France, just too good. England v Portugal, I've gone with Portugal. I hate to be a pessimist to my own country, but I think this England squad it's a very, very good squad. In terms of like the quality that we've got on the bench, it's right up there. Like, it's probably the best in the whole tournament. squad in terms of quality throughout, like even onto the remaining players on the bench that won't get used. But in the starting 11, I still think the starting 11 isn't quite as good as a Portugal or a France. But you never know. So I've gone with Portugal. I think they've got so many quality players coming through at the right time. Still got Cristiano Ronaldo. Renato Sanchez has had a great season at Lille. Who else have they got? They've got Jota for Liverpool is having a good season. Andre Silva off the bench having a good season at Eintracht Frankfurt. They've got solid defence. Ruben Diaz, João Cancelo, Jose Fonte, Nuno Gomez, a young player in is he in Portugal? I don't know much, but yeah, that's what I've been told. But yeah, so I'm going with Portugal, and then Spain v Ukraine. I think that's fairly simple. I've gone with Spain. So in the quarterfinal, that leaves Denmark v Italy. I've gone with Italy. Again, I think Italy are a bit of a dark horse in this tournament. I think they'll do quite well. Netherlands v Belgium. Now, considering they haven't got Virgil van Dijk, I think Holland might struggle. I'm not too sure about De Ligt personally. I know he had a really good season at Ajax, but since he's moved to Juventus, from what I've seen in the Champions League and in highlights, I'm not too sure about him. And also, going forward, their attack isn't the most threatening. I mean, Memphis Depay, he's a good player, but it's not quite what Belgium have going forward in Eden Hazard, Romelu Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, Dries Mertens, and quite a few others. Then there's Croatia v France, obviously 2018 World Cup final replay. I've gone with France. I just think they can pretty much overpower most teams in this competition. And Portugal v Spain, that's quite a good game, to be fair. I think that was a semi-final at Euro 2012 in Poland and Ukraine. Obviously, Spain won the tournament that year. I've gone with Portugal. I think Portugal will do really well this tournament. I didn't even mention Bruno Fernandes before, did I? Like he's one of their best players, and I just didn't mention him. And yeah, so that leaves 4 teams remaining. Italy v Belgium, first semi-final. I've gone with Belgium. I think Belgium just have too many quality players. And France v Portugal, I've gone with France. I think Portugal's only downside is that they have got quite an ageing defence and also ageing's the wrong word. It's just Fonte really, but they haven't got the paciest defence. They've got Ruben Diaz and Jose Fonte, so I can see them possibly struggling to deal with Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, and some of the other French forwards who I've just forgotten, which is ever so convenient right now. So that leaves the final of Belgium v France, which, as you already know, that was the semi-final at the last World Cup. And I just don't think it's going to happen for Belgium's golden generation or whatever it is. And I've gone with France to win. So, yeah, that's pretty much... I've done this. I've spent about 3 hours on this. Yes, I've gone with France. Fairly simple. It shouldn't have taken me 3 hours. It should have taken me 5 minutes or 9 minutes 35 seconds, like it just has done. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.